So, hi student, welcome back. And previously we talked about space exploration, and we are coming towards the end of the chapter. So after we end this chapter, we are going to do some revision because we already finished the whole textbook. So I think we are going to do some revision from chapter 1 until chapter 10 again to prepare for your exam. And okay, let's continue. Figure 1 show the Spitzer Space Telescope. So this is a space telescope. Yeah, I like this telescope. Yeah, it's not affected by the weather. Mark correct the statement that correct and the incorrect. Okay, so let's see this one. The Spitzer Space Telescope located on the surface of the Earth. Wrong, it's not at the Earth. Okay, the Spitzer Space Telescope observe better than ordinary telescope, correct or wrong? Yes, so this one you need to try by yourself. You think and pause, and this is a K-bar question. Even you don't read, you should know the answer, okay? Of course it's correct, okay? Because we are talking about what? We are talking about space telescope, and you are talking about ordinary telescope. Ordinary telescope is the one that at your home or in the dome. Of course, this one more expensive. You know how expensive space telescope now. You need to put rocket, you need to go up and put a telescope, and there is so much expensive. Ordinary telescope is like the most expensive telescope on the Earth. Maybe is like a dome, like a building lah. There's a building of telescope. So we can see this is the telescope on the Earth. Basically, we talk about the good telescope, but we don't want to talk about the house telescope. So the good one on the Earth, it will be like a building, and you can see, also can see the star, also can see until black hole, this thing. But if you want to compare with this thing, of course this thing is better because it is into the space. The problem with this one is a lot of people work here very happy one, they can see the star, but one thing they are very scared. You know what are they scared of? No lah, the people here rain. They are scared of rain because during rain there's nothing to see already. 下雨 rain or the cloud. When there is the cloud, it's not clear. That's why they usually put up in the mountain above the atmosphere a bit, so there are not much cloud, and hopefully it's not rain. If they got a project that day, let's say they got a project, I want to see the planet. And then, okay, tomorrow we are going to see, then rain. Oh, cannot see. Then tomorrow I want to see again, rain. So it is not good. Okay, this one you don't need to scared the rain. Every day you can see without even the atmosphere interference. The wind also will affect the thing to see, and this one will be affected by wind also. This one not affected by anything, and of course this one is more expensive lah. You need a rocket. The Spitzer Space Telescope is used to take photograph on Earth surface. So this one also is a K-bar question. So what is it, correct or wrong? You can pause this video. Wrong, very good. So if your answer is wrong, congratulations. Of course, it's not to see the Earth, because what we are talking about, telescope. What do you mean by telescope? Tele is to see, right? Tele is far. Tele is far. Tele in the meaning is they call television. Teles means far. If I don't mistaken, vision means see. So far see, television. When we talk about telescope, tele means already far. You want to see something far, it's not the Earth lah. Earth is already so near. You go there and see, then you know it's there. You don't need to use of course you need a telescope to see the thing in Earth, but when we talk about space telescope, you want to see it very, very far. We don't want to see the Earth. If you want to see the Earth, probably what you want to use is this satellite, remote sensing satellite. Not to be confused with space telescope. 不一样okay? Remote sensing is to see the Earth. Space probe is to go to other planet and see other planet. Satellite is depend, maybe let's say for internet, or for gathering data, or maybe for astro, I'm not sure, but it's to get the internet data and everything, the satellite. And then of course one more thing is we have the space telescope. Space telescope is to see things in the space. Not much space telescope, okay? We only have we only have so far two only, is it? I think Hubble telescope and Spitzer space telescope. There are only a few lah, a few only, okay? Maybe one or two or three. We are talking about the good one lah. The good one only a few telescope only, because you no need to see so many things because all these things is money. If you use a lot of money, the people will ask you why why our country so many people no food to eat, you say always put rocket go up. So it's a very controversy topic whenever they launch the rocket. Like for example, I remember last time the India launched the rocket, then people say the people are so poor, no food to eat, you still put like 500 million you want to put in the rocket for what? So there are a lot of controversy. So yeah, space telescope is to take picture, photograph of the Earth, and the recently news I see is they managed to take the picture of a black hole. You can go Google and find it. So after they do the telescope thing, these are the first image they can get from the black hole. Then of course you say, che, like that only che, nothing one, because it's just a black hole. But you don't know the people work inside here they'll be like, yes, after so many years I can take the picture of black hole. But for you will be like, che, 什么鬼来的一个 round thing. But I tell you, inside people will be very happy, like like when they fly go up rocket, they're like, yes, like that, something like that. The people inside also will be like that. It need a lot of job, work, teamwork, collaboration, good weather, only you can take picture of the black hole. And all the computer system need to think for, like, if I'm not mistaken, 1 week need to get all the picture gather, and I don't know how they do they want to use computer to draw out the picture, everything. So these are the picture of a black hole, like a billion of light years away. And moving on, the Spitzer space telescope is used as remote sensing. Okay, this one I think also wrong this one remote sensing camera. Okay, remote sensing camera blah. Remote sensing technology or satellite. Okay, this is the remote sensing to see the, like this picture, okay, to see where got rain or no rain, and so on. Moving on, question number 2. Match the model of the astronomer who built it. So this is a very direct question. You remember or not? Okay, so for this one, A will be what? A, the Earth is the center of the solar system. So the first person that say Earth is the center is wrong, but still something still better than nothing. So it is Ptolemy. The sun is at the center of the Earth. So got two people say the sun is at the center of the Earth. Okay, of course these two people, Copernicus, Kepler, and one more is Galileo. Like we learned the one that do Galileo telescope. Two people also say center, but one person say that it is elliptical orbit. Means the orbit like an egg, like that. It's not like round circle, but it's like orbit like an egg. So the person that say like an egg is Kepler. Of course, the one that say round is Copernicus. So you just need to remember. I think it's quite easy. Their name is quite related to the thing that they discovered. How can knowledge about astronomy be acquired through scientific investigation? So this one is also more towards K-BAT question. Okay, so how you learn? How you know about astronomy? By scientific investigation. So first we talk about scientific investigation. How we know science? So we know science, there are a few things that we know science. Usually it's based upon scientific investigation. We are talking about experiment. Correct or not? How you know the plant need water? You do experiment. Plant A got water, plant B got water, what got water will live, no water will live. How do you know that people will eat happy, eat chocolate? So you take people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eat chocolate, people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 don't eat chocolate, and Then you do a survey question, who is more happy, then the first person say more happy when they eat the chocolate. So when you do a lot of experiment, you get all the data to do the science, like how you do the astronomy and so on. You need to do experiment. But for astronomy you cannot do experiment, because how you want to use the planet to do experiment. So the first thing is we can do observation. We can see. So first thing you need to see first. You need to see observation. After observation we need to think, or we can say intellectual ability, thinking or analysis. Okay, you need to think, correct or not? After you see, you know, think, oh, the thing is like that. Oh, the orbit is like that. Oh, due to gravity is like that. Oh, due to the sun got the light to the earth, due to photon, due to speed, and so on. After analysis, only we can at least has a hypothesis, or we has a knowledge or conclusion. So I just put at least a conclusion. I put hypothesis first, okay? Hypothesis and conclusion. The reason I say hypothesis in science, because 可能 hypothesis is more like maybe if people eat chocolate they will be happy, but you are not sure. Maybe they are happy because 是心理作用 because due to psychology. So that's why I say hypothesis. Conclusion is you are more sure. This one is really like that already, like there is gravity on the earth, whenever I jump there's for this, more like conclusion. Hypothesis is maybe you can say that, like what I say, what the other people say that the star is more than the sand of the earth. There's maybe a hypothesis, but or maybe when the person go into the black hole there will be a new universe. I don't know, there will be a white hole. People say there's black hole, when you go inside you cannot come out, but when you go inside there will be white hole, you go out from the other side. So of course I don't believe that lah, but there is this theory lah, black hole and white hole, dark energy, dark matter and doesn't matter lah, all these things that there's energy but you cannot see actually. A lot of things that is very very amazing. Why are space probe not used to send astronaut? Why space probe are not used to send astronaut to the space? So basically when you build space probe, it's not supposed to return to Earth, okay? Not supposed return to Earth. Space probe is you want to go to other planets. See, there's a lot more answer. Like you want to go to Jupiter. You know how long you want to go to Jupiter or not? It will take like 3 months, maybe let's say like 3-4 months, just to go there. Come back again another 3-4 months. So 1 year you go into the space already. 1 year you go to space, you want to carry how many food lah? All the food, the water, all the tissue, the thing for the human to live for 1 year in the rocket is very expensive, you know. You need to bring a lot of food, a lot of water, and see how the people can survive. So space program is not for people to go there. To go there is more towards space shuttle, ISS, to study, and then you come back, or you sit on the rocket that you can come back. If not, you sit this one, you also got nothing to eat lah. No toilet at here also. Okay, what is the function of the space probe? Okay, the function of space probe is to gather the data. Okay, to gather the data. Gather data you like lah, gather data of other planet, get about the space and so on, or maybe about the satellite. Satellite got divided to two. Satellite is one is a man-made satellite, and natural satellite will be the moon satellite. One example of phenomenon occur during the sun that might destroy the space probe. So the space probe might destroy. One is the solar wind. Solar wind due to the plasma. Wow, my handwriting. Wait, let me write properly. Due to the plasma that come out from the sun, due to the explosion, you already teach due to the explosion, every time there's explosion, there is a plasma that coming out from the explosion, and the plasma will spread like what you watch in Iron Man movie. If you something boom, then the thing will go like that. It's a plasma due to the explosion. So of course you got the solar wind, and when it hit this thing, after maybe 100 years it will spoil. I don't say it 100 years. Let's say I take this paper, I don't want to put rain lah, just put outside 给它晒太阳 lah. Every day I just put it under the sun. After like 10 years, this paper also spoil lah. Even no rain lah, every day just look at the sun lah. So this paper will die. Same lah, due to the ray, the gamma ray, the radiation come from the sun, then the thing will start to spoil. But though this thing is a metal, because it's metal, it takes a longer time to spoil. But eventually there's a lot of maintenance you need to do in the rocket, because at least on the earth there's still cloud or atmosphere to block the harmful ray from the sun. But when you out into space, you will get all the radiation from the sun, and it will be worse. Even the astronaut or the pilot you go up also is already you're exposed to the radiation from the sun. State the source of energy used by space probe. So the space probe will use solar energy. Okay, you know lah, solar energy. Solar energy is this thing. Okay, that didn't draw for you. Hey, where is the solar energy? Wait. Okay, so here we can see example of solar energy. This is the solar energy. You see or not? So they can, no, you don't want to bring up battery go up, right? You bring battery go up, the battery will finish. After the finished battery means you need to charge, and you got nothing to charge the battery, or no. So you need to, the easiest thing to do in the space is to get electric from the sun. So you build a solar panel on the satellite, so the satellite can got electric for many time, because you are using the sunlight as electric. This also we can see, this is the solar panel, so that it will take the sun energy to make it as the as an electric. Okay, this one also you can see. Where is it? I cannot, I think it's here. Oh, so big. What am I doing here? You can see the solar energy so big, the space shuttle solar energy. So you can take the sun energy to make electric, and of course if you got electric, then wow, so big, very good can save a lot of, like, I don't know, maybe they need to use a lot of electric to do something else, I don't know. Let's move on. Solar energy. Okay, state 2 example of remote sensing in the field. So this one I'm not going to go into very deep, okay, because it's in the notes. Okay, in the notes I just look at here how you want to use for agriculture. So for agriculture we can use to see the land to yield the crop. For geology we can see for the oil to know the resource. For the gas, for the land depletion. Disaster management, maybe we can do where is the pollution, where is the fire. And for defense, maybe we can detect the enemy craft, enemy missile, nuclear test, and so on. So the answer is here. Okay, but you explain a bit he need 2 so you just give 2 examples. For example, like disaster management, so you say one is pollution, because of pollution need to detect the pollution, 1 mark, and another mark because you say got fire, okay. So is that here. And moving on, lastly is the figure 7 show a rocket. So what is a rocket? So a rocket is an aircraft to carry something to the space. Okay, a thrust rocket is an aircraft to carry something into the space. So I just write down here. So here also we can see there's a rocket. Okay, rocket is used for space exploration, and it will release gas force as a force to push the rocket move upward. Because the definition of rocket got many meaning. Because when people ask rocket, actually rocket got a lot of meaning, right? Means something that flies to space, something that use fuel gas to find it, or something that maybe will bring people, because some rocket bring people, Some rocket don't bring people. Some rocket bring space shuttle. Some rocket bring space probe. Some rocket bring remote sensing thing. So there are a lot of definition, but the thing is, it is something that to do with space exploration, and it by using the force from um, the fuel. The fuel is hydrogen fuel, but now they change already because not they change, now new technology so they change the oil, the fuel. Okay, so these are the example of the rocket. So for example, this one we can see this one already is very obvious, is to carry the space shuttle. It can be carry satellite, carry space probe, carry remote sensing. It depends on what rocket. So there are a lot of definition of from the rocket. Moving on, what is the function of the rocket in space exploration? This one already say to carry what? To send astronaut, to send spaceship, to send space probe, to send remote sensing technology, to send some more got what's the one more remote sensing, to send satellite, to send the telescope, to send astronaut, many things. Okay, that's why I say when we talk about rocket, there are a lot of things that want to depend on how many mark. If here 1 mark, then you write lesser If the exam asks 1 mark, then you maybe just give 1 point should be enough. Sometimes they ask 3 mark. So for 3 mark, maybe you can say to send space probe, to send astronaut, to send a remote sensing satellite, to send telescope. Many you write more things depend on how many mark the exam is. That's why they give you the mark. Okay, that's the purpose why exam they give you the mark. Okay, for student to see and to know how much information that you should write in your exam. Explain one misuse. Of course, one misuse is to kill people. Okay, one of the misuse is you can use rocket as a weapon. Correct or not? You can use it as a weapon, and now they also use a lot of weapon to carry nuclear weapon. Correct or not? You want to use a nuclear weapon and you fly from here, you can fly to the space, then the thing will turn then after that it reach a certain X country, the thing come down again, boom, very fun can kill a lot of people and they of course this one I think only now they didn't do, because even they do, it's supposed to be a secret that's why I see US always do why you want to do that, why you want to like put so much money into it to find alien or you want to protect your country, so more thing go up, so you will see more thing, who got more information got more power, and in case something happen, do you want to put some weapon up there, you can put weapon up there and come down from there, so it's faster. So next time you don't need to use aeroplane to go to other people's country. You cannot use aeroplane go people country because you need a carrier. You correct not? The American got their the ship got the plane, because you cannot use the plane to fly to, let's say China, because it's too far. So before the plane reach China, it will sink. So you need to use carrier, the ship that got a lot of plane. But when you use that, people will see you because it's so big the ship. But when you use like something like this, it's very difficult to detect. So it's one of the way to misuse the rocket Hopefully they don't do like that. So thank you for joining us in this video. I appreciate your time. And we already finished cover the whole textbook, and the following class we are going to do revision. Okay, do your own revision. At here also we will take question. The reason is I want to take question to the revision because I think it's more effective than just to read. Okay, it's more better.